Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and I have spent all morning controlling the chaos down here in the Fish Room. I've been traveling the last few weeks quite a lot, and things had gotten a bit out of control. So I went around and I water changed every aquarium. I pruned some plants. I stuck a background on the 20 Blackwater. I'll show you that now. And just really have been trying to get a handle on the mass quantities of fish stuff that I own. I don't know how it happens, but everywhere I look are totes and bins and boxes of fish crap. So at some point in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to go through all of this stuff and do a major purge. Let me know below if that's the kind of thing you guys would like to see, the things that I'm hoarding. But I thought today we would just look at a few of the tanks and talk about some of the things that I want to change or that I like. We're going to peek into the 75-gallon nano that we water changed and trimmed yesterday. And I wanted to show you feeding the little honeycomb cats because it's super fun. So let's get started. The 75-gallon that we trimmed yesterday and did that massive water change on looks amazing today. It's really crystal clear. Again, all the fish look amazing and everything's going really well. This tank is super successful, and I'm just really glad for that. Now I am thinking about adding some different plants in here in the near future, just to give it a bit of a makeover, but we'll have to see as my plant order still hasn't come in. Now, because of the algae that I was having in my 75-gallon Lake Tanganyika birthday tank, I've developed quite a snail problem, and since all of these are juvenile fish, I can't really cut down too much on my feeding. So I've gone ahead and put in the Sarah snail trap, and I'll bait this and remove it each day just to try and remove quite a lot of the snails in this aquarium, because by removing the adults, you essentially stop them from breeding, and it can be a good way to get a handle on things. And I've shown you guys in the past how to make your own snail trap, but this one I have, and it's so easy, so I figured I'd give it a shot. It worked out pretty well when I used it in the South American Nano. All of these fish are doing really well. You can see they're no longer silverfish. They're starting to get some color. I find that to be pretty exciting. We'll do a more formal update on these guys in the future. Some of the little grumpy face Altolamprologus are really setting up shop, and I think they're going to be breeding before too long. There's one that, we can't quite see it. He's hiding behind the shell with the plant. That is always defending territory and seems as though he's going to be breeding soon, so we shall see. But this tank's been really successful. The cyanobacteria hasn't come back at all after just adding that aqua clear filter to the aquarium. You can see that the sardine cichlids and the Paracyprochromis are looking really good. Everybody's growing quite a bit, but most of these fish take quite a bit to actually mature, so it'll be a while before they look anything like their adult coloration. I've shown you guys what the sardine cichlids will look like in my 75-gallon multi-shell dweller tank, and they're truly stunning, so I'm pretty excited for that to happen. This tank has been a really positive experience despite having the issues with cyano. It was easily addressed, and I'm just really excited to see this one mature. I think I'm going to get in here in the next week or so and take a toothbrush to the rocks to clean them up and really give this a deep scrub to help get these snails under control. But in the meantime, we'll bait and trap and remove as many as we can. You can see the fish know there's food in there too. Luckily, these fish are all too big to fit into the trap, but that is something you have to keep an eye on when using a snail trap. I went ahead and stuck some window cling on the back of this aquarium. I just thought it would highlight the color of the tannins a bit better and really make these little red fish pop. I'm really loving the botanicals that I got from Tannin Aquatics. They look fantastic. They haven't developed any of the fungus that I expected them to, but unfortunately my wild bettas are still being pretty darn shy in here. It is what it is. I see one and every now and then They come out sometimes during feeding, but I think it's just going to take a lot more patience with this aquarium before those fish become really, really visible. I was hoping that these chili rasboros would really bring them out of their shell, but so far that hasn't worked. But you can look how amazing these guys look in with these botanicals. Really stunning. And we are just starting to see that Ligandra poke up behind that wood. I'm hoping that in the next few weeks we'll really start to see some of the cool plants that are in this aquarium. So I'll probably wait to do another update on this until then. Now I've grabbed a cube of frozen Cyclops. It's one of my favorite frozen foods. And I'm just going to hold it here in the water surface because these guys are amazingly fun to feed. And they'll actually swim in and out of my hands to do so, and I just think it's so cool. These little fish are so stinking cute. You see them? Ow! They're not supposed to be eating me. However, they don't seem to get that memo. But with a little bit of patience, these guys have really, really come out of their shell, and they are just so visible at feeding time. You know, I know that they're a fish that hides a lot, but I just think they are without a doubt totally worth it because they're so freaking cool. I mean, they just zip all over the aquarium and become absolutely fearless during this feeding time. Look how stinking cute they are. I'm going to let this go so that I can get some better camera angles for you guys. So stinking cute. I think these guys are going to be breeding before too long, and I'm really excited to see that. Again, these are a fish that utilizes internal fertilization. The males have a gonopodium, similar to a live bearer, and they internally fertilize the females, and then they lay these really cool eggs. I'm really hoping to be able to capture the entire courtship, egg laying, and hatching process for you guys because I think it's really unique and super special. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying this daily content, and stay tuned because I'll be back tomorrow.